All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm excited today to talk about idea allergies. It's been a little bit since I have come on and chatted with you all since before the holidays. So, if you are watching live or if you are listening to the replay, please say hi. Let me know you're here and chime in with any questions that you have. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Good morning. Glad you're here. So, today, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain what idea allergies are and what an idea intolerance is. Very similar. Um, and then I'll answer any questions and we will do a clearing for anybody who has whatever it is that we discover through muscle testing that you are ready to clear. Specifically, idea allergies. All right, so let me know you're here, say hi, and let me know what questions you've had. If you've worked with me in the past, have you ever had an idea allergy show up? And what did you think about it? Is it's a less common energy. I think everybody has some, more than some, but it's not like an every session kind of thing. So let me know what questions, let me know if you have had me discover or another practitioner discover an idea allergy and any other questions for today. All right, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I guess we'll dive in. So, an idea allergy comes from body code, which is the level 2 training emotion code, then body code. And it has over, body code itself has over 1,000 different energies that you can pluck and pull from your energy field, physical body. And and some of them have really interesting names like idea allergy or despair anchor, and some of them are really obvious like a trapped emotion. And so I thought I would begin to break some of these down. So yes, Kat, thank you. We will answer what is an idea allergy in just a moment. So for those of you that are new, just clicking into our call here, let me know you're here and chime in with any questions or if you have experienced an idea allergy clearing before. So I'm going to pull up here on Body Code. For those of you that are brand new, Body Code is an app in your phone, or I think you can still get it on desktop, but basically you move through and muscle test these various apps. So idea allergies are under the energies category, and then they're right here. And then you have physical intolerances or physical allergy, which everybody knows what that means, right? Like you eat gluten and you are intolerant to it and you have swelling or you have a reaction, a runny nose or indigestion or whatever it may be. Or if you're allergic to pollen, you walk outside and it's pollen season and you have a reaction. So let's start with an idea intolerance. And I'm just going to read it to you and then we'll clear some. So, an idea intolerance may manifest if you come in contact with an idea. This can be any thought, emotion, concept, event, action, person, place, or thing that you have trouble processing or being around because you are already imbalanced or in a state of stress. So, if you're in like a heightened stress state, it's a difficult time in your life, there's a ton going on, you can have an idea allergy show up. Something comes into your field and it feels sticky, and you're like, ugh, I don't like that. So symptoms can include, if you have an idea allergy, I'm sorry, an idea intolerance. If you have an idea intolerance, symptoms can include fatigue, sleepiness, headaches, inability to focus, anxiousness, feeling overwhelmed, or other symptoms of stress. Right. So these are really common symptoms. They affect all of us at any given point in time. Um, and so, how do you know if you are being impacted? Well, you can muscle test. If you have gotten more confident in your muscle testing since my video on that last fall, then you can tap in, just place a hand on your heart, and you don't have to do this piece, but it just helps with anchoring in and saying, when or where do I have imbalances? Scratch that. Let me turn my phone off because I got distracted. You say, do I have a idea intolerance? And if you get a yes, then you can see if you can clear it on your own, or reach out for some help from myself or somebody who does what I do or similar to what I do. So, idea allergies can be anything, idea intolerances can be anything under the sun. And like I said, it's the same, um, it's the same framework, but an idea intolerance is like less than an idea allergy, just like with physical stuff. So, let's move on to idea allergies, which is most of what I find. I almost never am pulled into the idea intolerance area. I'm sure that it happens sometimes, but an idea allergy is just a bit of a stronger reaction. And when I identify it for people, they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I really dislike that. Or I have trouble with it. Or I wish I liked it, but I don't. So here's idea allergies. I'll read it straight from Body Code. Idea allergies are generally created when the subconscious mind makes a faulty or negative connection with a particular idea. Again, it can be anything under the sun: thought, emotion, concept, person, place, or thing. This usually happens during prolonged or sudden emotional or physical stress. And the idea is then considered to be a problem by the subconscious, and a negative response or reaction of some kind will occur. So, when hi, for those of you that are just signing in, please say hi, let me know you're here, and chime in with any questions. I just gave a definition of what an idea allergy is. And so we'll clear some in a moment, but I want to give an example of how this might play out. Let's say your parents got divorced when you were 12 years old, and it was painful, and you swore you would never marry. You just swore, never going to get married because all it does is end in pain, and I'm just never going to do it. Those, childhood thoughts would have been, hi Hope, hi Chris, would have been circling around during a really formative time, although these can anchor in at any point in time, in a lifetime. You don't have to be young. And there's some energy, right? This idea allergy of being married is bad. Excuse me. Being married is bad. Because of your experience, because of your thoughts around it, perhaps because of how you tightened up and held contraction, the subconscious believes that. And then let's say you move into, your early 20s, and you're really excited about dating and falling in love and getting married, and maybe you want children, and you're out there seeking and looking for partnership. But deep down, there's something anchored in that says being married is bad, commitment is bad, it's going to end in pain. Right? And this is not on a conscious level, it's on a subconscious level. And so you date, you fall in love, and things go along well, and then you begin to sabotage. Right? Maybe you don't show up in your full self. Maybe you don't share your truth, your desires, your whatever, and your partner senses this and just feels like, yeah, this isn't really something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And you're heartbroken and devastated. And the cycle happens over and over and over again. So that's how idea allergies can impact you on a subconscious level. They typically create some physical pain in the body or a symptom, or they cause you to engage in sabotage behaviors. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Hi, Hope. I'm sorry you had trouble finding me, but I'm glad you got the alert. Okay, so any questions you have, we're going to clear some idea allergies. for everybody. So I'll take a moment, invite you into the body. Nice deep belly breath in. And just set the intention to allow yourself to receive as we clear here today. I'll identify an idea allergy, and it may be yours. It may be somebody else that's listening now, or somebody else that listens to it in the future, but I'll set the intention to connect in with my entire essential healing community to clear idea allergies. And so when we identify one, it may be one that resonates with you, and it may not. But if you set the intention to receive the clearing, then you will. Okay, beautiful. So what's the first idea allergy that we're going to clear for Essential Healing Community today? Is it in column A, B, C, even row, C2? Okay, idea allergy to, I'll read these out loud, but I'll let you know when I get to it. Love, giving love, receiving love, connection. So it is an idea allergy to connection. When we think about really deep connection, it can activate vulnerability. And this is probably one of the most common idea allergies I find, as we as humans are pretty disconnected. Okay, so we delete, uncreate, and destory this idea allergy of connection and anything in the way of that. Delete, uncreate, and destory across all time, space, dimension, and reality, all the way to 0 point. Good. Let's find another one. This is the next most important one in column A, B, even row, B1, B3, B5, B5. All right, so I'll read through, and then when we identify it, I'll say it again. Setting and maintaining boundaries, having, creating a family, childbirth, marriage, changing unhealthy dynamics. Changing unhealthy dynamics. I see this one much less often, but it is, that's why we're all doing the work, right? We have unhealthy dynamics that are at play. So if this feels like you, soften to receive. So we delete, uncreate, and destory this idea allergy of changing unhealthy dynamics. And we do that across all time, space, dimension, and reality, all the way to 0 point. Beautiful. All right, so one more. So a couple more people are signing in. Hello and welcome. We are clearing idea allergies. Feel free to say hi or leave me a question or leave me a message. Next one is this in column A, even row, A1, A3, A5. So A5, again, I'll read them. An idea allergy to being overpowered, another's suffering, another's negative feelings, being rejected, being judged. Okay, nobody likes to be judged. Idea allergy to being judged, yes. So we delete, uncreate, and destory this idea allergy to being judged. And we do this across all time, space, dimension, and reality, all the way to 0 point. Good. Let's do one more. Column A, B, C, even row, C1, C3. C3. Idea allergy to being okay, to self-reliance, to self-care, to making positive changes, to being motivated. Okay, so an idea allergy to being motivated. Yes. So we delete, uncreate, and destory this idea allergy to being motivated. And we do that across all time, space, dimension, and reality, all the way to 0 point. Okay, good. So there you go. That's idea allergies. I hope that is helpful for you and in your self-learning and self-exploration and self-healing. Reach out with any questions. I've got the next 2 calls, ideas that I'm going to do. One of them I'm going to talk about the Tulpacan method, which is my newest certification and I'm super excited about. So we'll probably do that next month. I'll get that scheduled soon. And if there is anything that you want me to talk about, any questions that you have, anything in the world of um, energy healing, healing in general, the crossover of psychology and energy healing, reach out. You can leave comments. Even if you're listening to this recording, you can leave me a message. I'm happy to connect. All right, my dears, have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you next month.